Everybody, it's Madmaxed again with a raid video. And if you would, please hit the little subscribe button, give it a thumbs up if you like it, and remember, if you got any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll try to get back to you. Okay, so I'm going to spotlight Armstrong. Now, Deacon is an epic champ that is absolutely great he is great for the arena. He actually does really well a lot of times in Doom Tower. Now, I'm going to go over what he does and why it makes him so good. Okay, the first thing is you book him out. He's got this time compression. It's on a 3-turn cooldown. He fills the turn meter of all allies by 15%, and he decreases the turn meter of all enemies by 15%. Then he gets another turn on top of that. So now he's going to take that other turn. So now this thing only had 2 turns for cooldown. So then he has this 3-turn cooldown where he attacks all enemies. He has an 80% chance, it's 101 book, of placing a 60% decrease defense buff for 2 turns. And his damage is based on attack. Okay, he attacks one enemy 2 times on his A1. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing an elite debuff for 2 turns. And it's 50 when it's booked out. Now, he also has a speed buff in all battles of 19%. So if you don't have anybody in a particular area, like let's say you're in Doom Tower and you don't have anybody who has an all battles speed buff, you can put him in the lead and he will speed everybody up by almost 20%. And believe me, when you get into Doom Tower Heart, those guys are fast. Up around 100, they're extremely fast. Even 200 something speed doesn't cut it. They're still up as fast as you are, and sometimes they're even faster. So you can actually put him in the lead, which gives you 19 more speed just about on everybody because it's off the base speed. But now I'm going to go in and I'm going to run something in the arena with him. Okay. So, it doesn't matter. Wither is really hard to kill though. Alright, so if I put him in, to show how well he does here. And he's really fast. He doesn't have enough attack on him. He's not, and I'll go over all of the stuff that I put on him. But see, now the first thing is you look at their turn meters. Yours goes up, theirs goes down. Now, they're really got a lot of resist. The only one that did not take that was Mashald. And everybody else, so they've got an extreme amount of resist on these guys. And it doesn't matter because he has that where you cannot be resisted. As long as she's dead, everything's good because she can heal like crazy. And you're done. Let me see if I can buy a team that didn't have quite so much resist on them. But you want your Arbiter, of course, with a lot of speed, and I made him with a lot of speed. I could have put better gear on him to do more damage with him. But the whole idea is to make him really fast too, in case there are Arbiters a little bit faster. But then, then my Arbiter comes up next, and then him, it lowers it back down. So everybody's got a decreased defense buff on them now. And then, of course, everybody's got the other part. But now, because of that, she died, see? Because of that decreased defense, and almost all the other ones died. Because that cuts down. See, we easily went through this. And most of it's because, that drop defense, That drop defense on that decreased defense makes a huge difference. Rector would have been tanky. This guy cuts off 15% of the damage. Ultra Death Knight takes the first hit. Ultra Death Knight to me is a waste in arena because what are you going to get hit with? AoEs. Well, he doesn't take any of the AoE damage. He only takes a single person hit. And then, of course, I dropped her right off the bat. But, you know, Armstrong is a great champion to have. I'll go over all of his stuff that I put on him. Now, like I said, I would probably rebuild him. I got him early. So if I were rebuilding in a day, I'd probably do it a little bit different. I'd probably put more attack on him. But I got enough defense. I want to keep him alive some. Most of that's because I want him in Doom Tower and stuff. And this isn't the best gear I've got. I've got better gear these days. But I put all speed gear on him. I want him really fast. I want him to go first. I want him to be able to throw that. I want him to be able to throw all those buffs down. He's at 265. He isn't the fastest one I've got. I mean, Arbiter's way faster than this. But still, 265 is a good second speed for a good second speed champ. His attack is, his attack is at about 2,500. He's got a lot of HP. And then probably if I were redoing him now, he's only got a 5-star. I'd put a 6-star piece there. If he's got crit rate gloves, I would get crit damage, and I would get the crit rates from the other one. But like I said, this was a long time ago when I built him. And I would have more crit damage here, and I would get my crit rate up from the substats. And he could do a lot more damage than what he does. But I want him fast. It was the primary thing when I built him back probably over a year or so ago. And I just haven't redid his gear. And you look, it's got speed. It's got speed there, crit rate, more speed. And I would probably get all these blue pieces off, and I would get better pieces on him if I were going to rebuild him. But you still want the same setup. You want the crit damage here. I put an HP on because I got an attack here, defense here. There's an attack percent there, and I didn't really. I wanted him be a little bit tanky to live. So I just went in and put that on there, but I would probably redo that ring, and I would either put that on, or I'd probably put the one that gives you that, even though it's defensive. I would probably give the shield, but I would probably come back and put that 6-star piece on and hope I get some attack rolls in. But that's the thing with rings. Rings only give you a few variations in their subsets. It's not much. I mean, you're only going to get defense, HP, and attack. That's it. Nothing else. All right. So for the banner, I got an accuracy banner. I see that's a 5-star banner from way back, and I would probably put a 6-star banner on him now. And instead of that, see that one's got defense, speed. There's better banners that I got now than what I had back then. So as far as the masteries go, I mean, you want to go down, take your typical offensive line and go down and get all of your War Master, and I've got all the little extra ones here. I did, of course, the accuracy, the Lords of Steel, and increase the debuffs. And of course, you may get a chance that you actually increase that decreased defense buff by 1 extra turn too. But once that's up, you're talking about 60% of your defense is gone. So even if they got 4,000 defense, you just cut off 2,400 and they only got 1,600. That's a huge difference. Huge, huge difference. And it makes them way easier to die, way easier to kill. And he does an AoE spread with that too. And yeah, Madam is better than he is to a certain point. But if Madam can't get her debuffs up, she's useless. Whereas like with him, you got a really fast Arbiter and you got a really fast Armstrong. Madam's turn meter is going to be lower by 15%. So she's not probably going to get her debuffs up. She's not going to get a go. He's going to sit down and he's going to throw this decreased defense up, and then use